Hey, it's me, unapologetically T, and literally I am here. Wanted to do a video on fashion. Some of you bitches thought I couldn't dress back in the day because I was poor, and the joke's on you though. Like some of you bitches, like and niggas, literally. Like I remember when I was in middle school and elementary school. Shit, elementary school, I ain't even care. I didn't even care for real, for real. Like literally, give me my school supplies. Make sure I had Crayola, mom. Don't give me that rose art shit. Rose art is blasphemy. Like literally, that's all I cared about. Like, come on, let's go over here to this Family Dollar. You can buy me these motherfucking light up shoes, and let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. I think I had more sense than some adults when it came to money. Um, and so when I think I got to middle school, it gets even worse. So elementary school, people picked on me and shit like that all the time. Like all the time. It wasn't for my hair, my skin complexion, to, just I look dirty. I don't know. Like I think I look dirty because my mama ain't know what to do with my hair, and all that shit. So like literally, like I got picked on for any number of reasons. So I was mean. And so I got picked on for being mean. Like I got picked on for this, that, and I didn't give a fuck. Like literally, you develop tough skin after you done been beat the fuck up before you even get to school. So literally, by the time I got to middle school, that shit became like just a fashion show. Like niggas won't even caring about learning that shit. Like niggas just came to school to put their shit on. Niggas was literally when I went to school was selling drugs at school. Shit, I had cousins and shit like just that's how it was. Like shit, even the teachers was buying drugs from the students. Like seriously, like when I went to school in middle school, like it was like prison. Like I literally described my middle school experience like prison. I was even telling Charlotte the other day that like when we was going to school, like bitches used to have razor blades underneath their tongue and like would intentionally try to cut pretty girls' faces. Like, cause like why else would you want to cut somebody's face? Like, are you feeling ugly? Like, what in the fuck? I'm not cutting just to, I'm if I gotta do that, like I want you out. I don't want you to have a mark on your life. I want you out, bitch. Like, but anyway, I just remember, and even I was like terrified. Like I gotta go to middle school, and it's like this, like, cause we had other kids in the neighborhood who already was going, and But I thank God I did have a next door neighbor, and like she used to tell me like that shit about staying in your lane. That's all that's it. That's all. Stay in your lane and you be all right. And so like that's life. That's life. But I was afforded to be underneath someone's wing when I did get there. So literally, you know, I thank God for that. So but what I came here to talk about for real was fashion. And it was like, man, I got picked on for wearing Reeboks. I got picked on for wearing like pro kid type shoes or like bobos and like all that shit. And I used to thought they was cute. I remember I had some African like bobos. Like I loved it. The patterns was cute. All that shit. It was like I can't please you motherfucking people. So it's like literally then I gotta start, fitting into the culture and shit like that. And I remember like shit, we could never afford Jordans. So like literally I did not have a pair of Jordans in middle school. I never had a pair of Jordans in elementary school. Um, Nigga, I wore jelly shoes. Like literally, I wore the shit that you could get from the Dollar Tree, the thrift store, hand me down. Somebody gave me something, but I made do with it. I definitely had a fashion style that was like different and odd. Even my mother like hated my fashion taste, and it was just like, how do children discover fashion and express themselves if you are hell bent on dressing them in costumes? And like when I say costumes and uniforms because like that's what it gives. It gives uniformity. I remember like when I was growing up, my mama told me like, you know, what colors go together, and it's like, who are you to tell me what colors go together, baby? Like let them colors clash. Like so I just ain't never been like, if it was my way, I'd never been the type that wanted to conform to society. However, since it was never my way, it was like I had to fit in. And so it was like, that shit just sucked. And so I think I got in middle school, like, you know, I remember Iceberg. I remember that somebody had donated some clothes to me, Iceberg. I had an Iceberg shirt. I don't know who remember Iceberg, but Iceberg was dope. I like that. But I also remember too, like, once I got to middle school, like, and I want to say it was actually too, once I got to high school, I started to notice, like, certain people would, and this is not even people from my peers. This was like adults. Like, adults would bring me stuff from like up north or like different places, or like even take me somewhere and be like, do you like these? Like, which one out of this do you like? I remember even when them Russell Simmons daughters that came out with them ice cream shoes. Like, girls weren't on that shit. Girls weren't on that shit in Richmond. But like, I remember being taken to the shoe store and being like, pick from these. Like, I remember like what was that shit? It was Rex. What was that shit? Recreations or Creative Rex. Man, I love the fuck out of them shoes. People weren't on that shit in Richmond. Like, people weren't on that shit for real like that. Everybody was wearing Jordans and Timbs. Like, everybody wore Jordans, Timbs, or some type of Nikes. Like, I remember I liked Nike Cortez when I was younger. Niggas picked on me for that. And it's like, y'all niggas just can't dress. And I see that now as we are adults. Y'all niggas can't dress. Y'all niggas are stand in line for some shoes that literally everybody else gonna wear. Then you got some clowns that'll literally be mad because they can't get the shoes. So then they'll talk about how the next motherfucker decided to wear the shoes. And it's like, y'all whack. Y'all whack. You know fashion when you can take something that is not a main brand, a household name brand, and you make that shit look like $1 million. You make niggas turn their ass. You make niggas say, who is that? Like, excuse me. Like, a lot of y'all niggas can't dress for real. If it was up to you and we took uniformity and conformity away, like, a lot of y'all can't dress for real. I can literally used to take stuff that was like $5 or $10 here, pair that shit with a nice coat, pair that shit with some shoes, like, and be like, it's some shit that y'all want to wear, but y'all hate. And so y'all won't admit y'all want to wear that shit. Y'all hate. Or you so much of a follower, like, you literally think I'm the clown when you the clown. You literally, all you do is buy expensive shoes that everybody else is wearing. You're a follower, bruh. You're not a trendsetter. You're a follower. You follow the trends. Like, literally, y'all have, like, a lot of people in America don't have good fashion sense. The people who have good fashion sense is the people who say, fuck it, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. And don't get me wrong, I like to look basic sometimes just so I ain't gotta, stand out. I like to look basic. I like to do, the basketball shoes, the hoodie, or the graphic tee. Like, it's a comfort zone. It's literally a comfort zone. But when it come to putting that shit on, like, I don't want to look like you niggas. I literally don't want to look like nobody else. Like, when I want to step outside and I want to be seen, I don't want to look like everybody else. I don't want to wear the same shoes you wearing. I don't want to wear the same, shirt you wearing, dress you wearing. Like, I want something different. I want to be different. And so a lot of people make fun of people and be like, oh, those colors don't mix. Like, nigga, I done seen motherfuckers put the whole rainbow on and literally be like, I look at them and be like, shit, I see you. I see you somebody special. And you comfortable in yourself. That shit exudes confidence. That you was comfortable enough to even come out here in this fucking stupid ass society that literally will tell you look crazy. But nigga, I see you. That's some flash shit. That's some flash shit. I like when people don't matchy match. I like when you don't matchy match. Sometimes I like when people matchy match. I just like flash shit. I don't really give a fuck about the labels and the brands. Shit, I remember it was a point in me and Dante's relationship where, like, we could afford designer. I thought that shit was stupid. What the fuck I look like paying somebody else $700 for a pair of shoes? Shit, I could go make me some shit for cheaper. Like, excuse me, I keep spitting, gleeking, whatever. But I could go make some shit for cheaper. Like, I could go make some shit for cheaper. Or I could go support a local motherfucker that ain't even been found and literally support them. Like, but a lot of y'all want to be like everybody else. Y'all want to rock, all these labels. Y'all see the celebrities rock. Shit. You the star, nigga. You the star. Well, some of y'all not, but for those that are, like, you the star. Be you. Be you. You don't need no platform. You don't need media. Social media fake too, so like literally don't fall in line with that shit, because social media is fake as hell. And it's like you'll see motherfuckers get on their keyboard and literally they'll say the most outlandish shit. They'll talk shit about people. They'll literally be on the most craziest shit, and literally in person it's a whole nother story. At least with me in person, I'm a wild card. In person, I'm a wild card. You get what I feel like you should get. And it's like, that's just how I am. Like, you gonna get, if you get shy and reserved me, I mean, like, shit. Stranger danger. Gotta peep the scene. Gotta peep the scene. Stranger danger. Peep the scene. And a lot of people take that shit for a weakness. It's like, bitch, I'm not weak. I'm not weak. I'm saying where your weakness lie. I'm saying where your weakness lie. Like, yes, talk, tell everything. So, literally, like, if it was up to me, I wouldn't be on here doing these videos. Like, I've lived a life of silence and solitude. Like, I mean, it is in me to, like, talk when I'm comfortable with people. But, like, me talking to, like, the world, like, nah. Like, nah. I hated public speaking. It's like I liked it, but I hated it at the same time because I don't like the spotlight. And so, but college and having these jobs, and even before college, like, just getting certain opportunities that, like, I had to do it, speak publicly. But I always used to freeze up when I first started speaking publicly. Like, this word vomit started to come out because I'd get nervous, and it's just like, I ain't like the spotlight, but you get used to it. I still don't like the spotlight. Like, it's just like, and people would be like, well, I can't tell. And it's just like, yeah, I'd be nervous as fucking here. Not now doing these videos, but like if it was a crowd or people around, like, I get nervous at first. But then once it started to flow, I'm all right. But like I said, college helped that. And having certain jobs helped it. Because I was very introverted. Very, very, very. I only showed my personality to those that felt safe. Or those I had to deal with for a long period of time. But I've digressed. The fashion shit, like, literally, people thought I couldn't dress. And it was like, first of all, y'all walking around like, let's say Coogee get popular. Coogee got popular when I was younger. Like, everybody wearing Coogee. I don't want to fucking wear everything y'all wearing, number one. And I think it's stupid for me to spend all this money on this shit. Like, literally. And then it's like, bitch, where y'all getting it from? Because I know you can't afford it out of Macy's. Now all y'all mamas can afford that shit out of Macy's, so where y'all getting it from? Turns out a lot of you motherfuckers was getting it from the flea market. Like, literally, miss me with that bullshit. Y'all niggas are posers. Y'all niggas are posers. But literally, like, I ain't really care about that shit. I ain't care whether you got it from the flea market or Macy's. Like, when everybody start wearing something, I don't want to wear it. And it ain't that I can't wear it. It ain't that I might not see a piece that I like and I might wear it anyway, but like, it's just like, I think at that time, like, I had the job at Stride Right. I had my job at Stride Right. If I'm making $10 an hour, or 9. I can't remember. If I'm making that an hour, it don't make sense for me. It's not in my budget, baby. It's not in my budget. Like, nigga, I was paying a car note as a teenager. I was paying a monthly car note as a teenager. I had a phone bill as a teenager. I don't think she made me pay insurance. But like, I had bills. So what I would do is, I ain't gonna hold you, like, I love basketball shoes. I love basketball shoes, but I'm not the type that I need all the Jordans when they come out. It's only certain things that tickle my fancy. But I love basketball shoes. Like, I love Crazy 8s. I love those, I can't think of his name right now, but he was a basketball player. His name, it started with an E. But I loved his shoes. They had them straps. I used to love those. I just love different basketball shoes, and I didn't typically care about the ones that were in style. I picked the ones that I really loved. My little ankles and are like weak, and I was thick. Then. I was thick. Now I'm heavy. I'm heavy and it hurts. But back then I was thick then, so I still needed the ankle support. Like, so I used to love basketball shoes. Like, I loved basketball shoes that gave me ankle support. So I will say, like, I spent money on basketball shoes for sure. But I also spent money on cheap ass shoes. Like, literally, I love moccasins. Like, I loved certain shit that people didn't really fuck with. I love boots. I love boots that come to, your thigh, like up to your thighs. I love boots that are ankle boots. I love boots. I always wanted to have some Doc Martens. Like, I literally want to have some Doc Martens. I want to have some of the Beatrix. I think that's what they used to call them things back in the day. Or was it Mary Jane, like the Mary Jane Beatrix style shoes? I want some of those. Like, like the shit I be liking is like, that shit ain't popular fatty amongst the followers. The followers only see fashion through other people's lenses, and so, like, literally, I just wanted to come and talk to people about, man, fashion is about you putting that shit on and you standing out. You standing out. A lot of you niggas will call niggas gay for having certain fashion standards, and they not gay. Like, nigga, you can't dress. Your dressing only stops you here. Like, y'all be wanting to limit people so much. And it's like, it's fine if that's where your limited ass is at. It's fine if that's where your limited ass is at. That's fine. Now, I can say there's a skirt culture going on here. Me, I'm into fashion. I don't think a man is gay because he wears a robe. I don't think a man is gay because he wears a kilt. Like, I look at it as fashion. Now, I have seen that the skirts have become all the way, when a nigga wearing a skirt that's all the way up here, like some hoochie mama shit, like, you're telling me something. 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 Whether you're going through a humiliation ritual, I don't know. But you're telling me something. You're telling me something. And so, literally, nah. But culturally appropriate, a lot of you niggas don't know culture. So, literally, like, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You call everything gay. Because you're limited, and that's where you want to be at. Be there. But for me and the people I fuck with, gay is fucking another man. And then you can't have cognitive dissonance. Y'all cognitive dissonance split every time. It's all right for women to be gay, but then men can't be gay, and then it's just like such a contagion. It's a contagion. And yes, the government has done stuff, and yes, people will buck break, but let's not mistake rapists for just all gay people. There are rapists in any communities, under any identifier. Pedophiles too. Y'all will literally condemn everybody besides rapists and pedophiles and murderers who are unjustifiable. Y'all will condemn thieves who literally are taking from the poor. Like, y'all will condemn everything but that. Can you focus the fuck on that? Can you focus on that? But we don't even need you to anymore, because God sees all. So literally, and God sees how limited your mind frame is. So yeah, like, if you into fashion, like, be yourself. Do your hair the way you want to. Shit, express yourself the way you want to. Express yourself. You know that's what depression is. Depression is when you don't express yourself. And it's like a lot of niggas want to oppress you so that you can become depressed and not be yourself. And they'll be the main ones to say you need to wake up and you need to remember who you are. But they'll be the same motherfuckers trying to tell you in which parameters you can be who you are. Oh, the sun is coming out. I must be talking that good shit. Thank you. Oh, I needed that. But yeah, like, be yourself. Fashion, beauty is all in the eye of the beholder. And the beholder should always be you. The beholder should always be you. If you love it, baby, everybody else gonna feel. Anybody who literally on that love frequency, they're gonna feel your love for yourself. They're gonna feel your confidence. Like, I operate out of a lot of different frequencies, but I'd much rather be in love and peace, and I like to be in that vibe. But it's like, a lot of you motherfuckers don't like that shit. Like, y'all want niggas to be at war. And it's like, okay, I give you what you need. And now I'm starting to protect my peace more. So, but yeah, fashion. I love, I love some motherfucker, like a sweet ass coat. Oh my gosh, you could have literally some basic shit. You could have some basic shit on. You pair that shit like that. I love winter, bro. Like, everybody be sad during winter. Like, nah. Let me put on some sweet ass coats and shit, like some furs and shit. Like, I never could afford the real thing, but like, baby, when somebody came out with some shit, like, literally. I remember too, I had this Rockaware pea coat. That shit was like long, like a church lady coat, but it was like our age group though. Like, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was cute to me. And literally, I just always wore what I like. I wore what I like. And I got to a certain age, it was just like, I don't give a fuck what y'all like. I wore what I like. Like, I will literally mix and match shit all the time. It don't matter. You can give me some shit from Temu and I'll make it look like it's good. You see me when I pop out on my queen shit. Pop out on my queen shit. I went around on the internet looking for some shit that I felt like, shit, this looks like royalty. This look like royalty. But it don't cost. It don't cost royal prices. And that's what we need to normalize. Like, we need to normalize, like, not breaking your motherfucking bank. Stay in your tax bracket. Stay in your field. Too many people going broke just to make other people feel like they not broke. Too many people going broke just to make other people feel like they not broke. Like, literally, social media is fake. Social media is fake. Y'all think because a motherfucker be taking trips and they be doing all this shit, them niggas be crying, oh, the economy fucked up. Nigga, you the one keep supporting the economy. You're supporting the economy. You literally are the reason the economy gets to be the way it is, because you, the people, won't take your power back. That's why I haven't really even made no videos about what Trump is doing, because it's like, when these motherfuckers came ashore to America and all other nations, they weren't your friends, buddy. They weren't your friends. So why are you still looking to them to solve your fucking problems? When will you wake up? When somebody mess with your food, When somebody mess with your food, when somebody mess with your livelihood to be able to live, like, and you still don't act, you still don't muster the fight and the courage, what will you fight for? That's my thought pattern on this. It's like, yes, that nigga is a villain, but are you gonna save yourself? It don't make him free of consequences, but it's literally, at what point do you see your role you're playing into it? You're literally expecting, like, I hear my bio mom in there with them demons every day talking about the government and what the government is doing, and it's like, y'all are relying on this government that literally wants you where you at to help your circumstances. They're not going to help you. They're trying to hinder you. They're trying to see how far can they go, like, literally. And that's just food for thought for somebody. And I do agree, community still needs to come together, all that stuff. Like, community has to come together, support those who can't. But there's a lot of able-bodied motherfuckers that can, and literally they won't. And so it's like, at what point do you see it's gonna take you to get together? Stop being so fucking divisive. Stop being so fucking divisive, because that's what a lot of you niggas is doing. You're dividing and conquering yourselves now. They don't even have to do it to us. You doing it for them. You doing it for them. And you actually are being them. You actually are being them. So literally, I literally had a motherfucker online told me they don't debate, they educate. And they thought that shit was cute. And it was like, you do know that if you don't debate, you educate. You're basically saying you tell people what the fuck it is. Giving lizard, regurgitation. Repeat. You heard some shit, it sounded fly to you, and you want to repeat it. Debating is actually in our culture. Like, literally. Debating is actually a cultural thing amongst intellects. Debating is not just about arguing, unless you're arguing with a dumbass. Debating literally has a fucking built system. I remember, because when I was younger, I wanted to be a great debater. I loved fucking debating. I still do to this day, and not as much as I did when I was younger, because now it's just like, I feel like it's not enough intelligent people to debate with. And the intelligent people, we're kind of on the same page, so I really don't have to debate anymore. It's just us conversating. So literally with debating, you have to research the topic that you're actually debating for. And all great debaters know that you literally are taught to entertain the opposing view. You can't literally argue for or against something if you don't know the opposing view. A lot of you don't give a fuck about the opposing view. That's why you're narrow-minded. Your mind is closed up. You can't even rebuttal to an actual valid thought, valid question. Is literally like insane that, like, I was like, what? I was like, see, it's so much access to information out here that literally it's so easy to brainwash people now, because literally all they do is hear narratives that fit their script, and like literally that's law. It becomes law, and it becomes like what it is, and that's not education. Education is critical thinking. You can't have critical thinking if you don't pose questions, if you don't have opposing views, if you don't see different perspectives and points of views. You're not educated. You are indoctrinated, my dear. Like that was like crazy me. I was just like, you know what? I was literally in a comment section. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and block this page, cause you and your followers are retarded. And that's the problem though. Too many people are following. It's like monkey see, monkey do, copycat, copy and paste. And it's like y'all niggas don't have a thought for yourself. You can't come play over here intellectually if you are not willing to hear an opposing view. If you are not willing to be solid in yourself still, you could still be solid in your morals, your values, your principalities, but still hear someone else. Like I can understand just about any fucking thing on this planet. I can understand it. Whether I agree with it or not, I can understand it. But a lot of you have yet to master that skill. It's like literally you stuck on, but this is how I see it. And this is how it's going to be. And it's like, but it's diversity, ma'am and sir. It's diversity in this world. I get tired of seeing the same copy and paste motherfuckers every day. Like, that shit is crazy, whether it's online or in person. But social media is fake, kids. If a teenager do find this, like, social media is fake. Social media is fake. People post the best of their pictures. Like, prior to, like, people really don't believe, like, this shit was my calling. And I don't care about non-believers anymore. For those who do believe, you know, thank you. But, like, I've had to learn that on this journey though. Like, I can't give a fuck about human validation. That shit'll fuck you up every time. That shit'll get you off your path. Human validation will get you every time. You gotta validate yourself and go within with God and stay grounded in yourself. But human validation is like kryptonite to people on a mission. So literally, you know, prior to me starting these videos, my digital footprint was like almost non-existent. My digital footprint was like almost non-existent. The only thing that probably digitally you could find was if I had a parking ticket or if a speeding ticket, maybe my address, so like where I lived and, you know, shit like that. But like digitally, I ain't post on social media like that. Ain't nobody really know what was going on with me. They assume. And that's what you get for assuming the worst about people. Because so many things can coexist at one time. Like, I had lived so many best moments in my life, but I also went through hell. And that's life. That's life. One thing I won't do, I won't ask nobody to support my lifestyle. One thing I won't do, I won't call nobody crying about my lifestyle. One thing I won't do, I won't doing some of that fuck shit that some people were doing. I never sold a part of my body. I literally was giving game out for free all the time. Like, all the time. Like, I give game out for free now. This is what this is. I'm giving you game for free. Be yourself. Stay in your lane. Be yourself. And I'm also relearning it with you. I'm relearning it with you. I tell you the game that I already mastered and knew, you know, from those layers. And now I'm living a different lifestyle and I'm adjusting and getting acclimated to that. And so now I'm giving you jewels and gems from you know, from healing from hell. Shit, while in hell. But you know, it's the original hell. So sometimes I just be in shock that, like, you was a little girl going through this shit. And she's a lot more calmer too. Like, she ain't even like wilding like she used to back in the day. Back in the day, she was wild. She was wild. But I will say this too. She was provoked a lot. So we got, you know, she ain't fight her demons properly, so we had to fight them. And it's like, now I'm back. It's like, all she want to talk to on the phone is demons. Like, demons. And it's just like a house full of demons. And it's just like, ugh. Every time I leave here and have to come back, I just like, the pits of hell. Pits of hell. I have returned to hell. But I'm thankful and grateful. Like, shit, I'm learning lessons. I'm learning that shit. Look, what was it? Me and Charlotte lived on our own for a year after I left Dante. Year and some change. I guess it was like, yeah, a year and some change. When I would come out from the world, from the outside world, I felt at peace in that house. But when I would start talking to that nigga, talking to her, I ain't let people in my house. Like, literally, I only had my mom and my brother in my house. And whoever I wanted to, partake in some partakings. So literally, I ain't let a whole bunch of people in my house, though. I always had that rule. Like, my house was my peace. My house was my sanctuary. But, you can't control when motherfuckers be bringing demons in the house. Like, Dante, he couldn't sit still. He had to be going. I like to go, and then I like to be still. I like to go, and then I like to be still. I like to go, and I like to be still. It's like, I like balance with it. But I had so many moments of peace when I lived by myself. It's just like, and yeah, I like to go, but I like to come home to a peaceful environment. So protect your peace. Like, it matters who you talk to, like who you associate with. All that shit matters. Like, that shit is real. Them demons be jumping. Them spirits be jumping. And people need to deal with their own demons. Like, literally, send them shits back. Unless you like it. Unless you find one that literally can be utilized. My ass is funny. Shit. Some demons are protectors. As long as you can get them in alignment, shit, you good to go. But some of them need to be sent to God to be cleansed. You need to get that. It should not be here like that. But yeah, I don't know. I be going on different loops, and not loops. I be going on different pathways, cause my brain, you got neurons and synapses, and it's just like, this conversation opens a pathway to this, and this, and that, and so literally sometimes that's why I talk the way that's why I do my videos the way I do it, like teasing the thoughts to take your ass to different places. So this one was about fashion for real, and being yourself, and then we kind of segue into someone mistaking educating as regurgitating. And that's what our education system has done to people. It literally has made motherfuckers regurgitators. You're teaching to a test. You're teaching to do it this way. And there's no critical thinking. And so you got a bunch of retarded people that think they're smart. And so literally that's where we're at in life. That you think education means to tell people. Real education, the way I read my classroom was, it was facilitated learning. Baby, here's the concept. I need you to sit with this. And what do you think about it? How did you find the answer? Finding the answer is cool, but how did you come to this space? Like, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all not researchers. You won't research anything for yourself. Like, you literally won't. You just be like, oh, that meets my ideology, and I'm going to stick with that. And it's like, no, that's not real research. Literally, when you writing a research paper, it's the same shit as debating. When you're literally writing research papers, or you're doing research, even if you ain't stepped a foot in college and you are a researcher, you are looking at all points of views, or you're only seeing it one way. And my dear, life is not linear. life is not linear. Y'all keep trying to make it that way, but it's just not. We want it to be in alignment, but we can't. Is certain things on here, like, you know, it gotta get worked out. God gotta sort it out. But when you're doing a research paper in college, try to do that research paper where you just telling everybody what the fuck you think and you feel. You gonna get an F? You have to have opposing views in order to even have interest. No one wants to hear about how everything fucking just is what it is. It's like, that's kindergarten. You have to have critical thinking. And I say opposing views, but it's not even about a fight. It's not even about really, really just arguing. It is intellectual thinking. It is, and that's another thing. A lot of people have knowledge. Y'all literally have the information. We're in an age where information is plentiful, and it's so much so that's why we have this problem. Like, literally, there's so much information out there, and none of y'all are researchers. Y'all regurgitators. And so knowledge and access to information isn't the problem. We have a problem where literally we have people who don't know how to think critically. And that's the difference between having knowledge and being intellectual, being wise. Being intellectual, being intelligent, being wise is being able to process information. Y'all niggas just get knowledge and information, and literally knowledge and information is the same thing to me. Like, you're getting information, but you don't have no processing skills. You don't have no processing skills. You don't have no discernment. You would take information for one situation and you would think it applied to every situation. And it's like, life is not fucking cookie cutter. Life is not one size fit all. You could have 20 people witness the same experience, go through the same experience, and I guarantee you, 20 people will have different points of views. And out of the 20 people, you'll have 1% of that population that will be able to see it from everybody's point of view. And that's where I'm stuck at in life. I'm a part of a 1% group of people stuck around other people who literally are hell-bent on oppressing other people because they don't fit their views. And instead of getting a brain and realizing maybe God intended you to see it this way, maybe God intended this person to see it this way, maybe that person to see it that way, and all 20 of us to see it that way, and literally it was meant and designed for us to come together so we could see the whole fucking puzzle. And I'ma just end this video there, because literally that is what the fuck we're going through. But y'all so hell-bent on being divisive. You're so hell-bent on condemning people to hell. And literally you have lost your way. You have lost it. All this conformity. We're losing the pieces to our puzzles just from oppression and conformity. And anybody who has a nasty, messed up spirit, your time is up.